Diego Comic Con and all the juiciness there. Now we're not gonna talk about everything that popped off at San Diego Comic Con because that'd just be a whole lot of shit, and we ain't got time for that. But I am gonna talk mainly about Marvel because they came out with a whole bunch of stuff. They announced a slew of things, and we're gonna probably miss some things. We're just gonna kind of skim over it. But I want to get Nick's feelings on some of it. We haven't really talked about it like a ton as of yet, like our feelings on it, just a few things. So I wanted to get his real-time reactions at some of that, and maybe let you guys know some stuff as well. So first on the list, now I compiled a lot of this just all together. Like I said, they announced a bunch of things. I'm going to throw some of this out there and then we'll discuss. Phase 4 will be completed with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which we did get our first trailer for on Friday or Saturday, I believe it was, and pretty much the world collectively has seen that at this point. After that, AntMan and the Wasp Quantumania will be out February 17th, 2023, so really not that long from now. And this will be the official launch of Phase 5. So I guess there's no movies between whenever Black Panther comes out and Ant-Man and the Wasp. After that, we've got Blade, which I had heard that it was going to be called The Blade. It's just called Blade. I'm happy they did that because The Blade sounds fucking stupid. But Blade will be debuting November 3rd, 2023. Captain America, New World Order, with Anthony Mackie as Captain America. Nothing against Anthony Mackie. I think he's a great actor, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Is set for May 3rd, 2024. Thunderbolts, which will close out Phase 5, oddly enough, will release on July 26th, 2024. So yeah, Phase 5 is going to be just over... Actually, that's just short of a year. It's not even going to be a full year long. Damn, I thought it was over a year.
35,000 movies.
Yeah, it's just short of a year. And there's other movies that they have to announce. I don't know about Phase 5, but yeah, Phase 5 is going to be really short. We'll talk about that in a minute, though. But Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four is also scheduled to hit theaters November 8th, 2024. And Kevin Feige revealed that Phase 6 will kick off with Fantastic Four, and it will end in 2025 with two new Avengers movies, Avengers: The Kang Dynasty on May 2nd, and Avengers: Secret Wars on November 7th. And according to Feige, Phase 4, 5, and 6 make up what is now being dubbed the Multiverse Saga, which they're saying follows Phase 1, 2, and 3's Infinity Saga. So, okay, I know that was a lot of info, a lot of releases or announcements and all this and that. What are your thoughts on this, Nick? Where do you stand on all this? I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of info. Just where you stand, man?
Yeah, there is a lot to talk about when it comes to the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the Multiverse Saga. We've talked about this before. I appreciate what Marvel's done, but like comic books in general, in the saturation of what Marvel is doing, I know they helped with the pandemic and stuff like that, but good lord, how many films do we need to have? How many TV shows? You didn't even mention the TV shows. Yeah, like, there's so much. I'm looking forward to some of them. Like, I'm looking forward to Quantumania because of, Bill Murray, and I heard MODOK's going to be in it, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to some of these, but I like She-Hulk. I don't care about it. I'm sure She-Hulk's going to be great, but I don't care about it.
I mean, I wouldn't say it'd be great. It might be good, but I don't really put my faith in Marvel at this point is kind of like I am no longer going to say it's reliable, but I'm cautiously optimistic. That's our phrase for the past few weeks.
Yeah, Daredevil's like 18 episodes in the first season. I'm like, no.
Really?
I love yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they announced it. Jesus, why? Whatever. Moving on.
But just overall, it's too much. We talked about before we went live. DC's doing like a couple films. I know DC struggled, but I'm more looking forward to the Shazam than half of the stuff they announced for Marvel, and it's just because Marvel's just overloaded. I can't handle it anymore. It's just like it's so much. I don't even want to talk about it on my reviews anymore because it's just so much, so much.
I hear you. That's where I'm at. I'm just like, it's oversaturation and that whole superhero fatigue thing that they talk about. It's all Marvel. It's not like, oh, it's because nobody. I mean, yeah, there are other superhero movies for sure, but they're just releasing so much shit. It's almost like I feel like it used to be more quality over quantity. Now it's just quantity. Just throw as much as you possibly can out there, because I think that they feel like right now, and they're right to a degree, that their Marvel stands, they'll take in anything. They'll watch whatever. They'll say anything that they put out is great. But man, that's only going to go so far, because more and more people are starting to say, "Hey, you're kind of losing it in some spot. You're not as reliable as you used to be." Because I'll even say, and I know I come across as kind of a Marvel hater sometimes, and I'm not that. I really, really enjoyed Marvel. I own almost all the movies up to Endgame, but man, just after Endgame, they just really fell off the map. And why I speak passionately about it is because I didn't want them to. I really enjoyed those movies, and they've lost something. I don't know what it is. They've lost their direction.
Well, no, I was gonna say, you look at like the Phase 1 movies, and before Avengers came out, just look at how simple, and even though those movies cost a lot of money, they're very simple. I think there was like one a year, and they don't assault your like senses to an extent where it almost becomes like mind numbing. And that's what's happening here. Like, you know, when we went back and when I went and watched Thor Love and Thunder, it's like, this is fine, but it's just like, it's too much. It just, I can't handle it. I don't know.
They're not
I get frustrated
special anymore either. They used to give you
No, they don't have like
time.
that era of just coolness.
Yeah, it was like an event when one came out, and they used kind of like Star Wars. They used to give you time. They gave it time to like. They gave you time in Phase 1, 2, and 3 to get to know and care about these characters, and now they've got these last two, Phase 5 and 6. They're going in like a year. Phase 5 is less than a year, and Phase 6 it ends with Secret Wars on November 7th in 2025, and it starts on November 8th. Yeah, it's only a fucking year. Phase 5 is less than a year. That's not a phase. That's on top of everything, they haven't even announced all of Phase 6. They're doing that at D23. They've announced like 3 movies, and there's like 11 spots total. For 1 year. That's a movie a month. And that might be some TV shows thrown in there too. I don't know, but that's ridiculous. And then they're talking about how they want to have that same type of excitement and that same type of effect that they did with like Endgame and all that. That's an 11-year build-up. You have, all in all, Phase 4, 5, and 6 is going to be what, 3 years, 4, something like that.
Yeah.
And 2 of the phases were not even a full year and half a year. You got a year and a half, or almost not even a full 2 years for 2 of your damn phases. That is ridiculous. But I mean, you know, all that's neither here nor there. As far as like, I mean, just going down the list of the movies that I've got on here, like Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, that looked fine. I mean, it was. I don't dislike Black Panther, the original one. I thought it was good. I don't think it's as great as a lot of people say, but I think it was entertaining. I did enjoy the movie. A lot of that was Michael B. Jordan. I thought, nothing against Chadwick Boseman. I thought he did a good job too. But I really liked Michael B. Jordan in that movie. But I really like Michael B. Jordan anyway. But this new one, I mean, from what I saw, it looked fine. It looked cool. I'm interested to see it. I'm not looking at it going, oh, that's not looking good. AntMan, haven't seen anything from that. They did show a trailer, but we can't see it as of yet. I know there's a bootleg of it out there. I haven't watched that. I'm interested in that because I really like Ant-Man. So far, I've enjoyed both those movies with Paul Rudd, and just the kind of... I've enjoyed those movies up to this point, so hopefully that one is good. They say that this one's going to be more impactful to the MCU as a whole. I guess we'll just have to wait to figure that out. Have you seen the footage, right?
Yeah, they had like it was like one of those trailers where the person's like right under the screen and they're looking up. So I've seen the trailer. You can't see a lot just because of how the trailer is filmed. But I mean, it looks fine. I mean, I'm excited to see Jonathan Majors play Kang just because I like Jonathan Majors so much as an actor. but none of it really stood out as being truthfully special. I know, like I said, MODOK's supposed to be in it, and I love MODOK as a character, but I just have a feeling that he's not really going to be in it that much. And I don't know.
I mean, I liked Majors in Loki. I did enjoy. I
Yeah,
liked his. I don't know that much about Kang, like as a character that much beyond just like. I knew about as much about him as I did Thanos before Thanos was in the MCU. Admittedly, my knowledge of that world is more based in the movies, so I don't know a ton about him. But I did like the character he was playing in Loki. But I've gone on record saying I think Loki's the best thing they've put out in Phase 4, in my opinion. But I know that's just me. But I really enjoyed that show. I want more of that. As far as like this Kang Dynasty, Marvel or Avengers, I think that. Maybe I think that I don't like that name, but maybe that'll make more sense because we haven't gotten anything else about Kang. Is there going to be a build up to this Kang character? I think he's you said he's supposed to show up in Quantumania and Bill Murray too. I read that. Do you know who Bill Murray's playing by chance?
he's in the trailer, but I don't know who he's playing. I have no idea who he's playing.
Well, I'd be anytime
Yeah.
Bill Murray shows up, I'm interested to see what he's going to be doing. So I'm interested in that. Also, I didn't throw it. I didn't put it on here. I don't think did I? No, but the director of one of the Avengers movies.
Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, Kang Dynasty is. I don't have his name up here, unfortunately. What is that director's name? Do you know the director's name? He's the director of Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it's Daniel Destin Cretton who directed that and Just Mercy, which also had Michael B. Jordan in it.
Yeah, and I Just Mercy. That was really good. Some of his other work, he is a talented director, so I think he can do well. I wasn't as high on Shang-Chi as some people, and you enjoyed it more than me. I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah.
But it just was kind of Marvel, especially about the end. I think I was disappointed with the end. I mean, most of the movie was fine. I was entertained enough by it. I didn't hate it, but by the end, it was just kind of like, okay, this is just a Marvel special effects extravaganza, which you get that with superhero movies, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was compared to everything else, especially that we've gotten in Phase 4. It was very solid. It was better than a lot of those movies. I'm just curious. This is an Avengers movie. Are they going to let him actually direct, or is it going to be one of those situations? Because you hear that a lot with the Marvel movies. Is sometimes they don't let directors put their stamp on it. They don't let them do their thing. They just they tell them pretty much what you're going to do. Taika Waititi, fortunately with Thor, I don't think anybody gave a shit about Thor at that point. They had given up on Thor, so he came in and said, I'm going to try this. And they were like, sure, whatever, go ahead.
Yeah.
So that's why he was able to do that. And it was successful, so they let him do it again with the second one. But other directors have not had, what's her name? Chloe Zhao?
Chloe Zhao. Yeah, Chloe Zhao.
She, from what I've heard, she was kind of neutered, or it was kind of a directing by committee, if you will, for the Eternals. So, they're still doing that. Reports say, I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, this is just a lot of shit they hit us with, and I love Blade, so I'm excited to see Blade, and I'm curious as to who the Avengers are going to be, because they're talking about Ironheart and Hawkeye's daughter, all that. I just don't have a. We essentially
Harry Styles. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: the Avengers worked so well for me. For a lot of people, I think, is because it was this build-up to these characters that we had been getting to know for years. Now, this Avengers, we're going to have, like, Captain America, Anthony Mackie's Captain America, which, nothing against him. I don't have a problem with Anthony Mackie. I think I really enjoy him as an actor. I've enjoyed him in that role of Sam Wilson, but I did not like Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and that's where that's the last thing.
It was awful.
Yeah, and that's what garbage. It's stemming off of. Now, I mean, if they could take that character and do something with him as Captain America, great. But as of right now, I have a bad taste in my mouth for that character and that version of the character. So besides him and Thor's still around, I guess he'll still be an Avenger. Besides those two. Maybe the Hulk. I guess the Hulk. So we've got but let's be real. The Avengers are OG Captain America, Iron Man, and I guess Thor. Maybe am I missing somebody? I'm missing somebody.
But for the original Avengers,
yeah, Black Widow,
like Black Widow, Hawkeye.
Yeah. they're not going to be Hawkeye. Maybe, I don't know, but Black Widow's obviously not going to be there. Not as it'll probably be Florence Pugh, but those ones that we grew up with, if you will, that we grew with, that we got to know, they're not going to be there. And this phase, the first Avengers movie comes out May 2nd, 2025. That is a little over 2 years from now. So within, and we're not going to get any introductions to new Avengers, whoever these Avengers are going to be, until at least Quantumania at best. I mean, maybe Black Panther, but I doubt it. I guess the new Black Panther.
Well, Black Panther is going to have Namor, so I'm assuming he's going to be an Avenger. Maybe I don't know.
Well, he's the villain in Black Panther. I heard. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's
I'm not sure.
Villain. I don't know. Anyway, who knows? But so until the end of this year, they got 2 years to set up this new crew that you're going to care about and want to see more about, and then have their big bang movies there in 2 years from now. I don't see it. I don't see me getting attached to all these characters in the same way that I did for Avengers, and especially Infinity War and Endgame. It's just not going to have the same impact, in my opinion. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll come out and all these movies will just be so amazing. But their track record for the past 2 years-ish just really...
you're giving me hope. You're trying to give me hope, sir.
I'm not feeling good about it, but that's really... I mean... And to compare this to the Infinity Saga, I'm sorry, fuck off. Come on. that was an achievement that they had a roadmap to a degree at least, and they really, I mean, there was some genuine creativity behind that. This new phase is just, I don't get that same feel. Marvel movies are kind of a dime a dozen now, and they've lost that specialness that they had then. They need to regain that. And get back into finding some more creative stories, not just whatever they're doing here. I don't know, but that's all I gotta say about the San Diego Comic-Con Marvel stuff.
As Forrest Gump once said, that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, that is all I gotta say about that. But I really do, like I said, I've been accused of being a Marvel hater. I'm not. I just hate where they've gone. I hope they bring it back around. I hope that they do some. These movies are all really good. Like Blade, I'm looking forward to. Within reason, I mean, I want it to be good because I really, really like the character of Blade. But we'll see. Well, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, me at this point, I'm the same way. I'm not trying to hate on Marvel because they obviously have a formula that works. I just want better. That's all. Like I said, there are some things that I'm interested in seeing that I'll be excited for, but it's just like after Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and Thor, and Moon Knight, and all these other properties, it's just maybe you need to take a year off. Maybe this is an Assassin's Creed problem or Call of Duty problem where it's just oversaturated. So that's just how I look at it. But I'm not bashing it because I know Marvel does what they do and well. So,
well, I don't even have. People keep saying superhero fatigue, like I mentioned a moment ago. I don't have superhero fatigue. I have Marvel fatigue. I'm just like, just stop.
Oh yeah, that superhero movie was everything everywhere. So
yeah, the best multiverse movie of the year, period, wasn't a Marvel movie, and they're the ones that are always preaching multiverse. Well, learn from these. Get the Daniels. Get them to make a fucking Marvel movie. That's what they need to do.